I thought about it. Home, episode 10, season 3. What's your thoughts on this one immediately? Go for it.
I wanna go home.
Anyway,
Rest in peace, Axel. It was nice knowing you for about 7 episodes, and your combined screen length time of about 5 minutes. But you were a likeable guy. I'm not sure if I trust you 100% the way you were sneaking around Beth and stuff like that. But rest in peace, Axel. And that puts an end to the prisoner arc.
But what's funny, like, he thinks Beth's the only option, but then when Carol says that she's not a lesbian, it's like...
Isn't he interested in Beth? It's like...
But despite the fact Carol looks fucking horrendous, so what's Axel's logic?
Carol looks like Axel's great-grandmother, so I mean...
It is what it is. Rick, basically the episode kicks off. Rick's whole purpose this episode is seeing stuff and things. He sees Laurie, so he leaves the prison. Basically, at the prison's biggest time in need since, like, they got there.
And he's no there, he's disappeared on them.
See these people saying Rick's a good leader, he's not. It's just a lot of people
Well, you
fall
see
in
this
line.
is their biggest hit. I mean, his son did him like in episode 5 and he fucking disappeared.
In terms of the total group, though. No, but is Rick a good leader, or do people just listen to him? I think there's a big fucking difference.
Dictatorship?
There's a big difference.
Thought Shea was a better leader, to be honest. Like,
exactly, but...
Alright, okay, I'll give Rick this. People seem to listen to him, but in terms of, like, decision making, I wouldn't say he's a great leader, like...
No, I definitely wouldn't. You know, he basically, like, he just goes outside the walls and looks for Laurie. Later on we will see Herschel visit him, but before we get then, we go over to Woodbury. Basically the governor's just like lost his eye. His group's been attacked, you know, his kids died and hit in his eyes, like, even though he thought they might have got a cure.
I thought Milton would have found.
And he's took it pretty well. He's like, I will just like, someone will be a leader while I'm no leader.
I can't lead at the moment. These people need you, Andrea. Milton can't do it. Martinez, he's a spick. They won't listen to that beaner. And it needs to be you, Andrea. Women's rights.
Racism from the governor. But he was flowing in his feminism, so 50-50.
Well, I mean, I bet you when Merrill was there, Merrill was telling the governor, that beaner can't lead. The only thing he could lead's a fucking
tortilla wrap.
So, I mean...
Beautiful female, but basically the governor's like, Andrea, you can be the leader. Then after this, he visits Milton and says, Martinez would take a bullet. Would you take a bullet? Would Milton take a bullet, man? This guy...
Milton would take a punch?
This guy wouldn't sleep with the light off. This guy's a fucking fanny, so let's just leave it at that. The guy's pissed, come on.
But I suppose you need to be scientist, don't you, if you're going to try and, you know, save your daughter from a zombie infection or whatever you want to call it.
But
like
to say he would take a bullet, like him answering yes, is just total bullshit. I guess he's not going to turn around and say, no, I'm a shite bag, but
liar.
He may as well. Like,
I'm surprised they didn't pull out the katana and just cut his head off right there.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Daryl and Merle. They're in the jungle. They're in the forest. They're looking for stuff.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
Merle basically keeps saying to Daryl's like, why you take me back to the prison? I'm no welcome back there. Alright for you, son.
Like, oh, we gotta go this way, look for food. Merle's like, yeah. Is that what your new buddies taught you? Then they hear a noise and they go and investigate. Am I cutting ahead here? Probably am, but...
Not really, I mean... They basically...
Merle
you're not really, no.
Merle thinks it's the sound of animals making love and Daryl's like, no, that's a scream for help. So they get to like this bridge and there's like this Mexican family trying to hold off walkers. And they're doing like a really bad fucking job of it, and you just wonder like how did they stay alive up to this point?
How can the two guys who are fighting be on a fucking truck, but the wife in the car with the baby and the boot's open? How'd the boot get open?
You think about like realistically, it's like how do these people see when I see these kind of scenes, I always think like how did these people make it this far without dying?
Yeah, like this screams to me like early season 1.
Yeah, I know. And then you've got. Big Benny and then you've got like the Mexican guy. He's like standing on the back of a trailer, and he's like standing right on the edge, allowing the zombie to get him like within reach. And it's like, if the zombies can't climb up in the trailer, why not just stand in the middle of the trailer?
Exactly.
They can't fucking get you.
Guy doesn't seem to grasp this. Daryl goes
He grabs his leg, and instead of doing anything, he's just like, you know, trying to pull his leg away. Would you not be fucking kicking it with your free leg, or...
Aye, but this guy doesn't think, does he?
This guy's just waiting for this zombie to take a big chunk at you.
No, he does think. Daryl's like, I'm going to help these people. Merle's like, we ain't helping these beaners.
They ain't never cooked a meal for me.
he's right. Like Daryl basically helps him. Merle fires a couple of shots. It was like a 90-10 sort of job.
I think that's fucking 98 too.
Fuck, 95-5. We'll give Merle a bit of rub, right?
He wasted one bullet, right?
Nice of it. 96-4, right? Anyway, right. But
yeah, that's one bullet he didn't need to.
The Dixon brothers, right, helped this family. Then Merle proceeds to open the back door of the car and look for stuff, right? And then Daryl points the crossbow at him. He's like, "Get out of here, go!" Saying, right, Merle, fuck off. You're not doing that, right? And like, I'm not saying.
Merle thinks that they owed them something. We saved their life. Daryl's like, they don't owe a shit.
I think Merle's right, but I think the way he went about it's wrong. But then again, it's Merle, so I'm not.
What's he supposed to say? Start speaking Spanish? Oh, amigo, you want to share some goods?
Mow my lawn, pay my bills.
You know what I mean? Like, they couldn't even speak English. So what is he supposed to say?
Exactly. He then walks.
Calm down, Beaner. Just looking for some.
Just looking for some gear. But yeah, Daryl then goes off in a bit of a huff. Merle says he can't go back to the prison because he near killed that black bitch. And also near killed the Chinese. He's Korean.
Whatever, man.
So yeah, brilliant. And then like as Daryl goes to walk away, like Merle rips his like jacket off to reveal all the scars, which obviously his dad gave Daryl, and he's like,
Merle's like, "Oh man,
I used to get those stuff. I didn't know you get."
And then Daryl says, "Yeah, I did. He did it to you too. That's why you left." And Merle's like, "I had to go, man. I'd have killed the bastard."
Knowing that the character that Merle is, I'm surprised he didn't kill him.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's probably. Well, I did say that's why he had to go, like.
No, but I'm surprised why he didn't.
True.
Could have killed him and saved Daryl from getting whipped or whatever the fuck going on here.
But I said he didn't know, so it's like.
Aye, but if he did it to him, why wouldn't he do it to Daryl?
What would Merle have done if he knew Daryl was getting abused? Video coming soon.
Demonetised. Anyway, back. I don't know. Back at where
they're going to demonetise us for that.
I'm joking, right? I'm joking.
We're not even monetised.
I know. Back at Woodbury, right? We're going to cover the final Woodbury scene. Basically, Andrea goes.
No,
looking,
wait.
No, dickhead.
Daryl walks him in and goes, "I might be the one walking away."
But you're the one leaving.
Which I didn't really get, like, but fair enough. Maybe there's some deeper meaning to that.
Yeah, and also they did reveal that they were going to rob the camp back in season 1, but I mean we already knew that, so
yeah.
Yeah, and but then Daryl quickly turned it into, "Oh, but you cut your own hand off, buddy. You brought it on yourself."
What was he supposed to do? Let's be real, right?
He didn't get a fucking.
He didn't know anyone's coming back. Right?
A buzz.
As far as he's concerned, he's been left there, stranded in the fucking heat, no water, going to die of dehydration. There's walkers at the door. He doesn't know this big massive bolt that T-Dog's fucking used. For all he knows, that door's about to bust open in any minute.
Yeah.
And even when he chops his hand off...
To be fair, I think what Daryl is going for here is you put yourself in that situation. He's not going for, like, you literally cut your hand off.
Oh, did he really, though? Did Merle really do anything on that roof that Daryl might not have done?
No, definitely.
We've seen in season 1 that Daryl was pretty confrontational. I mean, he got took down by Shane and Rick. What if Shane and Rick had handcuffed him to the RV there? And then walkers appear at anywhere?
Exactly.
And they all bolt off and they leave Daryl handcuffed to the RV.
That's what it is, brother.
He might have had to cut his hand
right,
off.
Woodbury. Andrea's on the lookout, wanting to find out where the fuck half the groups went. Milton and, who'd Carol burn? Karen, that's her name. Aye, basically those two are like keeping it shut, but we know where the governor and the crew are heading. Back at the prison, Glenn is like the last man standing. He's basically drawing chalk on the floor, figuring out how the walkers have been able to breach the block that Tyrese and the gang got into. What?
That's pissed me off.
Block E.
Glenn was saying that Daryl's gone, Rick's AWOL, he's defuncto in charge now. Fair enough. He wants to try and keep the group moving, protect the group from the governor. He wants to, make sure the prison's safe. He wants to get like a list of all these jobs done, but when he tries to like assign like jobs to people, Herschel is basically going, "No, we're not ready. We can't do that.
We should run." And then Glenn's like, "We got it. You with one leg and a baby that cries every 2 minutes."
Basically, what happens here is Glenn just kind of does everything himself, and it's like, you know what? Fuck Herschel, see if it was Rick saying all this, we gotta do this. Herschel would be nodding away going, "That's my boy, Rick. That's my leader, Rick Grimes, Officer Rick Grimes."
Yeah.
You know,
like Maggie storms off and then
Sheriff Rick.
Glenn then basically, well, you know what?
But
Fuck
Glenn,
it.
it was annoying because Glenn's actually trying to step up here and be a leader, and it's almost like Herschel's undermining him.
I know he's a
Oh
dick.
no, we can't do it. No, Maggie needs to stay here.
And the worst thing comes later where he says to Rick about it. But yeah, Glenn fucks off in the SUV. He's like, I'm going to wipe out Woodbury. Fair
So,
play.
yeah, are we going to cover that bit? Rick and
Aye, Rick's walking about. Herschel's like, you know what? It's time to go out and speak to Rick.
Cobble's down to the bottom of the fucking prison, speaking to him through the fence. Rick is like, I'm doing stuff.
When you get done with your things, we could do with your leadership.
We need you now. We need you more now than ever. Glenn can't lead. He's reckless. And so, like, Glenn's reckless?
What's this guy on the other side of the fence?
How's Glenn fucking reckless? Rick's the guy. Hold on, Rick literally went in with like a hatchet in the prison full of walkers by himself. That could have been a suicide mission. Could have easily got killed.
No, but it's not even that. Well, it's that, like, but look at the state of this guy. He's sitting there talking to things that aren't even fucking real.
What's more reckless, that or Glenn trying to prepare the group from an attack from the governor? The scene happened, I fucking can't stand Herschel. Boring bastard. Kisses Rick's fucking ass.
Then it also says about, like, how he cares, like, one or two things in this world, referring to Beth and Maggie, but in reality it's Maggie and Rick. And Rick first.
I didn't really mind as much. I didn't really mind him up till the second scene 2. But he goes from, get off my farm, you know, he goes...
To Shane, get off my farm. Rick, sit on my lap, boy. And bring your little son, too.
I'll take you out to the barn, Rick. Show you a good time.
Axel explains to Carol how he ended up in jail.
Should have fucking locked Herschel.
Toy gun. He gets shafted.
Are you buying that?
Probably. The guy sounds like... I thought... When he said pharmaceuticals, I assumed he was making meth or something, but yeah, it is what it is. Right.
Well, I'm sure that's everybody's story. How about you down in jail? Oh, I was carrying a water pistol and I got arrested for it.
Aye, but he seems like the sort of guy that is. He seems dead on. Right, anyway, he walks outside with Carol. He starts talking about his brother.
Right,
Bang!
he seems dead on.
Night.
He seems dead on. Now he's just dead.
Aye, he's
the governor.
Nothing on. Deed off.
I tell you what, how the governor pulled off this long range strike with like a...
An UG.
Yeah, I mean...
An UG with like a 2x scope. They
like
point down and look down the sight of.
Well, no, we've seen him doing... He's seen him doing like no scopes the entire fucking scene. Yeah, I mean, what a shot here for the governor. Just a bit unrealistic that he could hit this shot, but...
Why I don't know why he can't have two guns here. Why can't he have the fucking sniper? And like it looks down the... I know it did look down the scope, and that looks down the scope to reveal his eye, but... Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to nitpick, but this shot is practically impossible.
Yeah.
Like,
especially first time.
I genuinely think... I don't even know if it would fucking reach.
Yeah.
You've also got to bear in mind, he's shooting through 2 layers of fence. Maybe fucking 4, if you factor in the other 2 where they are.
Yeah.
Factor all that in, is this shot fucking possible?
Unless because he was higher up, he managed to get round the fence, to shoot over the fence. I don't know. Either way, unlikely he could make this shot, but he did. We have Governor and we have Schubert in the truck shooting. We have Martinez is like out in the woods shooting at Rick. And we have some unknown guy who managed to somehow sneak into the prison and is on top of the watchtower. Not sure how he got up there.
Like, no, but let's just be real, right? You can see how the other 3 can escape, but how could this guy ever have got out of there? Like, I know the guy, right, who drives the ice cream truck in and then drops off a shit ton of walkers manages to escape, which I think's stupid. Like, we've also got at this point Maggie dishing out fucking ARs and these like shotguns, assault shotguns to like Beth and Carol. Oh, just garbage.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit lame. With Maggie coming out, obviously she's, you know, was feeling sorry for herself. She's, you know, trying to snap out of that, and she comes out with like assault rifles and hands them to Beth. Even better off just staying in the fucking kitchen. Like, let's be honest. I mean, come on, giving M4s or whatever to Maggie and
M4A1s,
to Beth and Carol. Come on,
atrocious.
is that not just a waste of ammunition?
Well, it truly is.
Like, see if Rick was a real leader, would he not get back, count the ammo and go, well, here, what happened to some of these rounds? Then Maggie says, I gave the guns to Carol and Beth, and then Rick just things her out the group. It's like, unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Especially when you've got like Glenn, Daryl and Merle who are
sends her back to the governor's table.
Exactly, but the Dixon brothers show up, they save Rick. Glenn shows up, saves Herschel, they get back into the prison. Oh, and the episode ends all happy dory. Everyone's alive, minus the one prisoner guy who was left. So that's all the prison group dead.
Yep, prison group didn't last long. Good riddance to them, were they any good? Probably not. I mean,
Tell you what, like Rick's group fucking shafted them.
Did.
Woodbury killed 2 of them.
They were living.
Anyway, though, we have to rate the episode out of 10. We had Dixon brothers, we had Rick being pish, Herschel being atrocious, the main group sucking big time like it was the Glenn show, and Glenn, even at this point I don't like Glenn.
No.
He just at this point he's not like whipped or anything, he's just more like he's angry, but he's not like a good angry, he's like a fucking more nagging angry, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like annoying. It's like,
yeah, and then
where the fuck's Shane? You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Anyway, rate it out of 10. I'm going to give this episode a 6.
I'll get a 6. I really like. I mean, I do like the ending scene where the governor shows up, like, you know, and then I thought that scene was good, but yeah, overall, it wasn't the best episode. So yeah,
Well, realised
I think
that.
a 6 probably fair.
Aye, 6 out of 10. Woo!